Hello everyone and welcome back to WesteroScraft Walks with your host Chris the Gardener, and today we will be taking a look at a place called Bramley Court. So Bramley Court, as you can see right over there, is a small manor house in the lands of House Fossoway of Cider Hall. There's really not much else to it. It's not listed in canon, but we just decided to name this manor Bramley Court. So here we are at the gates of the manor house. It's a really fancy looking English manor. So over here we have a small area for horses, the stables, and that path will take us around to the garden, but let's first take a look inside the house. So, as you can see here, these two banners are supposed to be for the Fossoways. Let's just close that door. There's a nice carpet over here, and actually let's just take a candle for some light. Forgot to put my trusty torch in my inventory. So over here it looks like we have a small sitting room with bookshelves and some wine over there. Past that is the kitchens where servants, the few servants who reside here with whoever lives in the manor would prepare all the food. This is the place where they store meats. Let's close that so the meat doesn't go off. There's a small cabinet over here with some flour. And on the opposite side, we have the staircase there. We have the dining room, which it has a bit of a weird ceiling, I will say. I mean, it looks nice, but at the same time, it looks nice, but at the same time, I feel like this is a bit weird for a ceiling. And if we go past here, we have the study of the resident of this manor. Now if we go upstairs, we have the living spaces. So over here we have one of many bed chambers. So this, it looks like, is possibly for a noble, and this is where the noble's servant or maybe another family member would sleep. Over here is the privy with a bathtub inside. Over here we have another bed chamber, possibly for a servant. It's not as richly decorated as some of the others. And over here is another one. Or it could belong to someone else, maybe another resident of the manor. That would mean that this bedroom over here is for the main resident of the manor. And oh, I didn't notice this before. We have a small balcony that overlooks the gardens. Let me get a better view. These well-kept gardens over here. We'll take a look at it next after we explore the house. Let's close that. And if we go up one more floor, we arrive at, looks like, the servants' quarters. So this is where all the servants would sleep. So all of those beds on the second floor are most likely for the family who lives at Bramley Court. let's just close all these doors to give them their privacy. And with that, that should be everything in the manor house. So let's go out and explore the garden. There's a lot more stuff out there. So we have this nice walkway from the entrance. We have this double doorway that leads to the gardens. So these gardens are really sectioned off. And well kept. It very much resembles, I think, the gardens of Versailles. I think the Reach is heavily French inspired, so it's very possible it could be. So that was a small fountain. Over here we have a small maze, or I guess not really a maze, but it looks like it looks like it probably is a hedge that was trimmed, so it has a nice pattern to it. Of course, we can't really see it from this ground floor, and we have this gazebo over here, where some tables might be set up, and the family would have a nice little outdoor lunch, or maybe breakfast, or something. If we go further past, we have this statue over here. I have no clue who this statue is supposed to be of. Maybe Foss the Archer, since this is on the lands of House Fossoway. And if we continue past the statue, let me see if I can get on a hedge here so we can see just how many different flowers there are in this garden. So you can see we have like white flowers, purple, actually I think those might be like those, what is it, like those, not nettles, pink peas, I think. We also have some yellow roses. Of course, they need to plant yellow roses in tribute to their overlord's House Tyrell. And some blue flowers over here, some orchids, and I think that's a lily, and you can hear somewhere there is a raven. We really need actual ravens instead of reskinned parrots. And we have it's a similar selection of flowers on the other side, of course, in different colors. So this garden has a really diverse profile of flowers. Now, if we go past the gardens over here, we come to this area, which I believe is for... I believe this is for the sept, because there's a small round building over there. We'll get to that in a moment. But here is this building. Yes, here's a Faith of the Seven banner. So this is where the Septon and other religious, any people of the faith in service to this family would reside. So here is the sept. There's even a walkway. That walkway that went past the stables, it leads here. So here is a small sept. We have a very interesting floor design, and of course the statues are in the colors of the 7 gods. So we have the smith, the father, the warrior, the maiden, or the crone, the maiden, the warrior, the mother, and the stranger. It's really hard to tell with these colors. So let's continue looking at the residence of the members of the faith. So over on this side we have a small area, possibly for the male, for the septons, and on the opposite side we have the quarters for possibly the septa, or maybe it's the other way around. This is for the septa and some novices, and this side is for the septon. So there's really just one more building we have yet to explore. So if we go to the right instead of the left, we have this other house over here, and I believe this is the residence of the gardener, who tends to the gardens at Bramley Court. So if we somehow make our way over to the residence, where is the door? Oh, right here. So if we go in here, so I think this is where the gardener of the estate would live. It's a small house with a ladder that goes up to the second level, and this is where the gardener would sleep. And there's just a small living area down on the first floor. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Bramley Court. This is a really nice build. This was introduced. This was built like way before immersion builds were a thing. So, So this is really just a very nice looking English manor. So, that's pretty much everything for this video. So, join me next week for our tour of Holy Hall, the seat of House Graceford, and then the week after that will be the very long episode on Highgarden. It's been 3 years, and I am 100% ready to finally show off Highgarden to you all. Other than that, I'm also building some other things. Right now, I've kind of taken a side project in Darkdale with a really large inn that I think you all might be interested in. And recently, I have been thinking about, since nobody's really applying for Dunstonbury in a hurry, I figured I might as well just build something smaller. So you all can see the process. Dunstonbury is small, but I think it's still a little too big at the moment, so stay tuned for what I could possibly be building. I'll probably alternate between the inn and the seat of House Lowther. It's a house in the Reach that is right on the border of the Westernlands, so I think you all might enjoy that. But thank you so much for watching. I am Chris the Gardener, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.